even healthy people have aches and pains and even rashes or even weird bowel movements sometimes. Things happen. But when people don't have a background in trauma, they usually don't make much out of it. They go, that's itchy, put some cream on it, goes away. They don't even think about it. But when people have anxiety, especially when you've had trauma, you start to worry that anything could mean something much worse, and you start looking for signs. What do I want to give you for my sessions today? Well, the one that I just got off of was a lovely, lovely person who had childhood trauma, right? And I've talked a lot about how trauma affects our health. And there's a reason why probably about 90% of the people who do my rapid recovery group have experienced childhood trauma. And what it does is it impacts your health in so many ways. It doesn't just create anxiety and fear, but it creates health issues, because when you're anxious and fearful, that disrupts your cortisol levels. It actually creates inflammation. You can detect inflammatory markers in people with trauma and anxiety. And when you have all these things happening, you also disrupt gut function. So most people have issues with constipation or diarrhea or irritable bowel or cramping. I've even seen anxiety components in things like Crohn's. You can develop autoimmune issues, and you tend to be really, really tired because it's exhausting to be scared all the time. And it can also create a lot of health anxiety and hypervigilance. So hypervigilance is a trauma term, and it's about being overly ready for bad things to happen, right? You hear a noise and what is that? What's going on? And you can't sleep well because you want to make sure nothing bad happens. Well, you can become hypervigilant even in your body. What is that bump? What is that? Why did my stool look like that? What is this? Why does this hurt? And start to think that there's constantly something really bad going on when maybe there isn't. And so one of the lessons that helped this gentleman today, and I hope if you're watching that this session changed your life. And one of them is that a lot of times people with health anxiety don't realize that even healthy people have aches and pains and even rashes or even weird bowel movements sometimes. We're a big bag of cells, 100 trillion cells or so. You eat something weird, maybe your stomach hurts. You had a big fight with your friend, maybe you're feeling exhausted from the anxiety and worry. You used a lotion your skin didn't like, maybe you got a little itchy rashy, right? Things happen, but when people don't have a background in trauma, they usually don't make much out of it. They go, that's itchy, put some cream on it, goes away, they don't even think about it. Or, stomach hurts, then you give it a couple days, it gets better, it goes away, right? My knee hurts, probably because I worked out and I'll just, ice it and probably be fine. Don't get anxiety about it, don't worry about it, things get better. But when people have anxiety, especially when you've had trauma, you start to worry that anything could mean something much worse, and you start looking for signs. And so you go, oh my God, what happened to my knee? And then you get scared about the knee. And then because you're scared, you're not sleeping well. And now you're feeling more tired. And then you just had more inflammatory markers flow through your system. Now your whole body feels kind of achy. And next thing you know, you're on the internet. And then you're like, oh my God, what do I have, a disease? And the anxiety itself becomes more problematic and more devastating than the pain that started it. And maybe that pain wasn't even a big deal. Maybe it's because you worked out, right? So I say this to emphasize the importance of mental health in health. That you can have aches and pains and still be a healthy person. If they come and go, you do something, you strain something, sleep wrong, right? You don't have to have your body feel perfect every day in order for it to mean you're okay. And it's okay to embrace the body you have even while you're working to get healthy, to say, okay, I'm doing everything I can to get healthier. I'm eating, on the Goodbye Lupus Protocol, right? This is the most anti-inflammatory you can eat. I'm eating that. I'm making sure I get enough sleep. I'm doing everything I can to take care of myself. So now I can stop worrying and just be. I can embrace what I have in my life. My family, career, volunteering, your spiritual life, whatever it is that gives you meaning. You're allowed to just enjoy it and not be in that state of fear and worry. The state of fear and worry will only make you sicker. So do what you can to treat your problems of today, whether you need to take something medicinally, whether you need to take a day off, whether you need a hot bath or a massage, or whether you need to work on your diet, do those things. And then don't forget to actually enjoy your life. It is healing to be happy and to release anxiety. And this is the daily work in my rapid recovery group. I actually was just looking over people's logs in my group before I came on, while I was waiting a couple minutes before I came on. And I looked at 3 different people's logs, and all 3 of them said that they were feeling happier. And we're on day 18, happier. The first person is like, I just realized how I could change my mood through self-care, and I did it. The second person, same thing. For the first time ever, she was in a bad mood, feeling down, and she used self-care, which we've been working on every day, and she changed her mood. Third person says, I feel happiness. It's so weird. It's like trickling up through me, and I haven't felt this in so long. Part of the work that people do every day with me, yes, I work on their diet, and yes, I work on their sleep, but I also teach them happiness. And happiness is healing in and of itself. So don't forget to work on your happiness, and that in and of itself will make your health better.